Hello everyone, welcome to join our training today. So Mr. Vincent from Global Support Team will introduce PMSI for us today, and he will share some configure guide also. Please directly ask if you have any question during his introduction. All our training lasts around 30 minutes. So Mr. Vincent, you can start now.
Yes, okay guys, so today we will focus on the basic use of PMSI. So the whole meeting will be not long, so let's begin. So let me introduce what is PMSI. So PMSI API called Property Management System Middleware, which is the software responsible for the interaction and format commands on OM, and the PMS according to the Noto PMS protocol, which supports connecting multiple OM switch devices with one side of PMS system. And the middleware can be divided into two parts according to the data flow. So one part acts as the server of PMSI and the client of the OM, receiving information from the PMSI and converting into commands in OM API format. So in briefly, PMSI is a platform that connects OM and PMS, which is used to convert commands between these two systems. And let's see the application scenario. And we can check this is the PMSI and this is the PMS system. Okay, then this is the data principal. And we should know the receiving port, default receiving port is 80 for OM server. And the listening port, the default of listening port is 7070. Okay, then we will introduce how to run it. The operation system required for PMSI to run, we need Windows 10. And PMSI doesn't require installation and can be run directly by double-clicking on shortcut. So PMSI is a green and free to installation software, which can be run it directly. So there are many times when it may be blocked by security soft. And we just need to trust it, and that is. And this is the PMSI first page. It is the custom interface. And this is the shortcut of PMSI. Okay, then this is the important part of PMSI. So first, we need to confirm if our licenses are available. If the license expires, the system will display the license application code. Then we will make customers available license and put them together under a same folder. And finally, just reboot the software. It will load the license automatically without network and show us expiration date of the license. So let us check the software. So we can see this is the PMSI interface. And this is the license expiration date. And this date is the which one I tested for. So now it is available, and we can see the license and the PMSI software is under the same folder. So we must check if our license is available and if whether we have put them together under the same folder. That is the important step. Okay, then let's continue. So then we will introduce what is server listening port. The user can step the port on which the PMSI system listens to the OM device, which must be the same as the port configured in the API interface on the device. So the default port is 7070, and click the same button, and that is. So this is the listening port which defaulted. And generally, we don't need to change it. It just for default port, it is okay. Okay, then we will introduce the device side. So users can set the port. Okay, then double click on the PMSI shortcut icon to pop up a page where users can add OM devices and edit it or delete OM devices. So in this page, we can add, edit, and delete the OM parent. And here is a key point that the port below the IP address here, this port is different from the listening port, because this port is of the HTTP protocol that for connecting with OM. And that's also why we need to enter the OM administrator password here. We must be check this. And we can also check the device interface. We can add the new device of OM. So this is the OM IP address we need to enter here. And this is the HTTP fault. The default port is 80. And the password is what your OM administrator password. And just save it. Then we can get a new device here. Also, we can choose this and edit it. So this is which one I edited before. We can see the port of 80. Okay, that is the delete. We can delete it and push. Okay, then let's go on. So now this is the server side of the PMSI. And double click on the PMSI shortcut icon and click on the API server tab, where you can add a server device with the PMS system installed, edit the parameters of the added server device, and delete the server device. And this page, we can configure PMS server's parameters to set the port, peer type, and the protocol, and so on. And usually we can choose 3 kinds of peer types of PMS, CDR, and API. We can also check the interface. So this is the API server. So this should be the 2 different server address of OM devices. So we can also add it here, add this, click the add button, and we can get this interface. So we can see the default three kinds of peer type. Usually we can just choose the PMS because we are connecting with the PM system. And I suggest everyone to choose the UDP protocol. Okay, then this port is which configure according to your PM system. So you must check it. It must be same as your PMS server. Okay. Then let's check the PMS interface. So after double clicking the PMSI short icon and click the PM page, which is divided into 2 regions as shown as below. So we can get 2 regions here, and the region 1 is used for importing templates, and we can find a file called default.ini in the folder, and it can be imported directly. So users can select the data parameter template of PMS to be imported in this area, or they can select the default template and customize or modify the template names, as well as select the interface standard. Okay, then the region 2 is used for configuring parameters manually. And all of these parameters need to be provided by our customers. So in this area, users can set the PM's data format for CDR parameters, wake up servers, do not disturb servers, and checking in and out. And they can also customize or modify the separator and the terminator of PMS. Okay, let's check about the templates. So we can find the folder called templater and click it, and we can see the configuration settings document here. And this is which the default port INI, and we can also configure it manually and import it to the PMSI software. So all of this is parameters of PMSI. And we need to be private these by our customers. So this is very important to be checked it. Okay, then we can import from here. Choose the default file and just import it. And these parameters will be changed automatically without doing it by ourselves. And this is the wake up service, do not disturb service, and checking in and out. And all this protocol is according to the notable protocol. Okay, then. Okay, we will introduce the part of cautions. So the first, if you want to configure more than one OM, you must group them together and make sure there is no duplicate extension number of OM, and add the IP addresses of multiply OM to the server list on the device page. And the API local listening port numbers of this OM must be same. And second, if the function of PMS to set OM extension false, please check whether the configuration of PMSI is correct, such as IP address, listening port, protocol, and so on. And also check whether the firewall of PMSI server blocks the listening port and whether the network connection between PMSI server and OM is normal. And also we need to confirm whether the parameter configuration of API on OM has been checked. So the third, the extension wake-up call service is effective for one time. No matter it is answered or not answered, the wake-up call will not be repeated afterwards. And the wake-up call time set by the extension is valid for 24 hours. And finally, PMSI is a safe application. So sometimes some security software will be false alarm because it runs green without installation. So just set it as trust. Okay, that is all the meeting we need to introduce, and we can ask for some question here. Yes, if any question here, just feel free to ask me. And I can also show you the PMSI interface here.
Hi guys, do you have any question about the PMS or PMSI question? This is mainly used for the hotel project. If you don't have any question or you don't understand.
Yes, no have any question. No have
Okay. Okay, so here is our training for the PMS and PMSI. And next training, we will focus on the call recording solution for OM devices. So if you don't have any question, we will ending today's training, and after our national holiday back, we will have a online training for the call recording solution.